intellectual output. This intellectual output, or in fact information, as you know today, is very, very important and is now very valuable. Patents contain information that is very critical in terms of the economy, probably covering different sectors of the economy to include our education. So when you talk about the importance, it is important that we register this so that there is no other person who can infringe on the knowledge or take away the knowledge that someone has in a patent. As you know, like I said, it's a teaching document, but at the same time, it's a document that can be used as property, just like you have your house. Intellectual property patents can just be like a document that is your property.
Okay, and tell us about the types of patents that exist.
There are basically three types of patents that exist. There is one which we call a utility patent or a utility model. You probably will hear this being called a utility model. Then we have a patent for plants, a plant patent, and we also have a design patent. I must say that when we talk about the subject matter that is patentable, to be an invention that is patentable is one that should be new, one that would be useful, one that is also not obvious. So it's important that we have these three. Is it new? Is it useful? Or is it not obvious? There is always one thing that with patents we hear of, the fact that it should be novel or it should be new. That's also very, very key, like I said, being new.
Yes, before we cross over to the news, we've been talking about the different types of patents, intellectual property, library and information services at the Harare Institute of Technology, which is the venue for the Technovation Day, the second edition, running under the theme Disruptive Thinking, Big Ideas. And we've been talking, I say thank you very much to the Dean Murezi, who was talking about demystifying intellectual property. And we also had Mr. Mayenzani talking about the role of the library and information services in research. Starfm sounding good all the time. Like I said, we are at the Harare Institute of Technology in Belvedere. There's still time if you want to come and learn about different issues that they're tackling today to do with the Technovation. If you want a platform where you can just find people that are in the same sector as you, providing a platform for identifying research problems, then you can make sure that you come here to the Technovation Day at the Harare Institute of Technology. The second edition, like I said, the theme challenging us to move out of our comfort zones, reflect on our daily routines and find better and innovative solutions to daily problems, as the day showcases the Harare Institute of Technology's research and development outputs that includes the intellectual property that we were talking about. Starfm sounding good all the time. It's exactly 11 o'clock and it's time for the news.
He is focused on a plan that seeks to bring tangible results in a short period in research, technology transfer, incubation, commercialization for the rapid industrialization of the nation through its strategic plan, Designing the Future, Vision 2020. The plan was further simplified into an actionable 10-point plan to foster unity and rally all stakeholders behind it.
Okay, so you've told us about your strategic thrust, you've told us a little bit about the Harare Institute of Technology, but we want to know about maybe the faculties or the schools that you have.
In order to drive this Vision 2020, and many other visions that will then come, the university is constituted of 4 schools. The School of Industrial Sciences and Technology, and under it you have the Department of Food Processing Technology, Pharmaceutical Technology and Biotechnology. And the second school is the School of Engineering and Technology, where the departments that operate under it is the Department of Chemical and Process Systems Engineering, Electronic Engineering, industrial and manufacturing engineering, polymer technology and engineering, materials engineering. The third school is the School of Business and Management Sciences, and under it there is the Department of Financial Engineering, the Department of Electronic Commerce, and the Department of Forensic Accounting and Auditing. And lastly but not least, we have the biggest school of information science and technology in the SADC region, and the programs under it are computer science, software engineering, information technology, information security, and assurance. Yes.
That's the Dean, Dean Mushgwarimbo. He's the Dean of the School of Business and Science Management. But before we talk about some of the other centers, like the Center of Excellence that is here at the HIT, I want to talk to some of the students that are here. And I'm talking to, I've got two guys that are not from here, foreign students. And we were just joking earlier on about the number of students that I've seen from this country, South Sudan. How are you, sir? Let's talk about your name. What is your name?
My name is Belvedere. I'm from South Sudan and I'm doing electronic engineering at the Harare Institute of Technology.
Why did you choose this institute? I mean, coming all the way from South Sudan.
Yeah, exactly, that's right. I choose this university because it's the University of Technology, and actually it was triggered by our government because South Sudan is a new country. So after realizing that HIT is a technology and an innovation university, and they are trying to develop their country, so they decided to bring us here. That is why I chose HIT. So it is an innovation and technopreneurial university which is actually needed in our country.
And what are some of the lessons, the big lessons maybe that you've seen, things that you like about this institute?
Yeah, I've seen there is a lot of things that have been done at HIT. For example, the project which was done by the students themselves. So I've seen it's a very big progress. It's very innovative.
And also I'll talk to your other brother from South Sudan. How do you say your name?
My name is Yor Kwan.
Thank God you're not a football player, because you know me, I'm a sportscaster, and I imagine I would be so on the Spencer Band or Steve Vickers doing commentary of your name. How are you, sir? And how are you liking Zimbabwe? Just adjusting to our country.
Of course, I really like Zimbabwe because I'm impressed with the Harare Institute of Technology. When I was applying for countries South Sudan, I chose to be Department of Pharmaceutical Technology, of which I'm now in pharmacy, and I'm impressed because the technology that I'm now acquiring here is much better because we are dealing with the innovations and manufacturing of some medicinal plants, like we are doing a unique the program like pharmacognosy. Is a program that I got here which is not in other universities. When you are doing pharmacy, you will not get this issue of pharmacognosy, and you do natural products by your own. So I'm now getting much better. I'm really very impressed to know these things. I've done my part one, and I've done a lot like medicinal plants, and I have produced a lot of things like essential oils and creams. So I'm impressed to know those things, and still I'm going to do manufacturing part this semester in second year.
Okay, as we celebrate #ZimTuligas is celebrating all things Zimbabwe, and one of those things is the Harare Institute of Technology. You heard from our brothers from South Sudan, just having praise for the Harare Institute of Technology. And now I'm speaking to two students that are exhibiting today in the Technovation Day. Your name?
Good morning. My name is Vina.
Okay.
Alright, sorry. Good morning. My name is Vaina Mukamba. I am a product of Harare Institute of Technology, a proud technocrat, and I am with the Department of Food Processing Technology. I'm exhibiting my final year project.
And how has it been so far?
It's been great. I've been getting a lot of questions, especially from the students that are in high school, because they want to understand what's really going on. And when people hear food processing technology, they think we're chefs, but we're not. We're actually into a lot of deep stuff like calculations, chemistry, biology, building machines, and all of that.
Oh, sounds like a lot of stuff. And I'm also going to talk to you, sir. You are also exhibiting today.
Yes, my name is Calvin Banjo. I'm from Polymer Tech and Engineering. Today we are exhibiting our first project because we are the pioneers of this project.
Okay, and how is it like when you see some of these students just being able to be exposed to a day like this and also exposed to people like you that are exhibiting, that have been students?
Well, I feel proud of myself because at first I didn't know about this polymer program. They just thought their polymers are just plastics as they did. But when they saw our projects that not all polymers are plastics, but it includes rubbers and stuff, I'm feeling proud so that I can inspire my colleagues so that we can be a better country, improve our technology and everything, so that we can innovate our own things, not only to do what has been done again.
We can innovate our own things. We continue to celebrate hashtag Zimtuligazi, everything that is local and beautiful. And I love your cap, sir. He's wearing a cap written, I love Jesus. And do I love Jesus? How are you, sir? And what's your name?
Good morning, Yvonne. My name is Pearson Shapaizi. I came here to the Harare Institute of Technology as a parallel student. I was actually coming from industry, and I had a few understanding of what is happening as far as technology is concerned in industry. But when I was here for the past 4 years, today showcasing my project, my final year project in the electronic department, considering the critical shortage of power in our country that we have experienced a few months back, I came up with a project which I called an automatic transfer switch. This automatic transfer switch that I'm exhibiting today provides or ensures continuous power supply from various sources of power. I actually integrated what I learned in hardware with what I learned in software and programmed a program which prioritizes various sources of power to the load to ensure critical loads in industry get power supply in as short as possible a time. As I was exhibiting, I got a number of interested parties from the industry.
Well, that's a good thing, getting people that are interested. How are you, sir? Your name?
I'm Rukwesa Webster from the Industrial Manufacturing and Trading Department. I'm here to exhibit my project on design of welfare protection and filtration system for healthcare industry. Currently, our country is facing energy crisis, and I've decided to design an energy efficient system which will help to address the issue to do with energy in the retail industry.
Thank you very much. Those are some of the students, some that are exhibiting, and I also talked to two brothers of ours coming from South Sudan, and students here having lots and lots of good things to say about the Harare Institute of Technology. As we were talking earlier on to Dean Gwarimbo about the Harare Institute of Technology, their strategic thrust. We also talked about the different schools that they have. And now we want to talk about a different issue. We want to talk about the Center of Excellence.
Yes, we have a number of centers of excellence within the university. Allow me to just start with our signature center of excellence. We've got the Technopreneurship Development Center. This is a strategic unity of the university that is driven by the philosophy that technopreneurs can be created and developed with appropriate business, technopreneurial skills, attitudes, and motivation. Through its courses, the TTC inculcates technopreneurial values among students in order to develop knowledge and technopreneurs. The second center of excellence is Technology Center. The third one is the Technology Education Center. The other one is the Environmental Management, Renewable Energy and Climate Change. We also have the Technology Transfer Office, which deals with the transfer of we have the Technology Transfer Office, and lastly we have got our Science Park. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot to Dean Gwarimbo as we are giving you the action from the Harare Institute of Technology, the Technovation Day that is currently on. Starfm bringing your last update from here, but it doesn't mean that the action is stopping. We'll be here until 4. All the action that is happening here, different students coming from different areas, and you also heard from some of the students from here who are exhibiting. But if you're also a high school student, want to know more about this, make sure you come to the Harare Institute of Technology. This year's edition is running under the theme Disruptive Thinking, Big Ideas, and Starfm is the media partner. As the theme challenges us to move out of our comfort zones, reflect on our daily routines and find better and innovative solutions to daily problems. Also creating a platform for academics, for students, for the industry and commerce to interact, share ideas and motivate each other. And I think you heard from some of the students that are exhibiting some of the stuff that they are making. You can just see that people really thinking progressively, think about ways to sort of try and tackle some of the problems, that the daily problems that we face. And the Technovation Day is a place that provides companies and organizations in science, engineering and the technology sector with a platform to promote that innovation and technopreneurship amongst Zimbabweans as a tool for economic revival and rapid industrialization, as well as advancing and keeping alive the STEM initiative by focusing the careers of the future. Also aims to raise technological awareness among students and also commerce and industry. So Starfm giving you the action at the Harare Institute of Technology. The day, lots of other stuff lined up. But for now, back to Tariro and Ayati on the breeze.